Dice Gambit is genuinely amazing. It's a serious gem. The art style is what grabbed me first. It reminds me a lot of Jet Set Radio Future's angular character design, bright colors, and that very punk energy. There's clearly more detail here, but something about it feels deeply familiar. Maybe there's another game I'm forgetting, but the whole thing feels nostalgic, rebellious, and just so beyond cool. You start your journey in Neotalis, a fictional city set during the Italian Renaissance. You're drowning in debt like a broke college student, and before every expedition, you're forced to spend your money before debt collectors can get their mitts on it. It's an interesting way to tweak a gameplay loop, and it gives the game so much personality. Makes you really work on each expedition to make money to make sure you'll be able to heal and level up to continue to progress through each act. The music is great, and there's a lot of it. I do wish there were a few more combat tracks. After about 20 hours, I started to recognize repeats, but honestly, it never really grated on me. The soundtrack still carries the experience very, very well. And then there's the gameplay loop, which is so good. It mixes XCOM style strategy with stylized dice mechanics and turn-based combat, so the dice dictate what you can do, like move or what attacks you're able to use. And you build your character to best match the stats they rolled when you first got them. On paper, that sounds pretty messy, but in practice, it becomes something greater than the sum of its parts. Everything feeds into everything else. It's beyond charming. One of my favorite systems is team building. You build your army by marrying characters and having kids. Each child inherits a stylistic blend of their parents, as well as stats, and the random generation is genuinely impressive. I never felt the need to tweak my characters. They always came out interesting. And losing a character hurts, because I actually fell in love with all of them. All of your offspring are also inspired by the character you create at the beginning, and that character creator is fantastic. The faces, hair, colors, and fashion choices are just oozing personality. It's very punk, which is such a cool mix with the small hint of Italian Renaissance style just sprinkled over the top with the clothes. Each character also has personality traits that affect what they say in combat. Some characters are masochists, so they take pleasure from taking a hit. Others are sadists, so they say their line when they deal a hit. Those were my two favorites, but there are more. They don't change the mechanics at all. It's purely flavor text, but that level of detail says a lot. It shows that the developers care. The dev team is called Chromatic Inc., and this appears to be their first game. And honestly, they knocked it out of the park. For a first swing, this is a home run. They've said the game took 5 years to develop, and you can feel every year of that effort. The love and care poured into Dice Gambit is impossible to miss. This game is beyond incredible.